Cool, right? Want to know where I got it? Well, look, go to cs.money. It's a trade platform and a marketplace at the same time. Just choose, click, and get. Good luck, bro.
Case.
Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with solid bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GGBet.
Cool, right? Want to know where I got it? Well, look, go to cs.money. It's a trade platform and a marketplace at the same time. Just choose, click, and get. Good luck, bro.
I'll take that. Yes. Hells yes. Oh, armed and dangerous. Oh, hell yes.
Hell Case. Big update and new features in the case battles. Updated and convenient interface with new options. Up to 4 users can participate in one battle now. Create and customize your battles, any number and any type of cases. Choose the number of participants and invite your friends with a unique link. Watch the best drop and win everything. Don't miss epic battles on Hell Case.
Hello everybody, welcome. You're watching the Star Ladder I-League. My name happens to be Squid. Hello everybody. We've got a great match for you. I'm here for the one best of 3 between GamerLegion and Nemiga. And thank you very much for joining me. We've got, I think, 850 people here in the chat. So if you want to get involved, make sure to type in that chat and get your questions in at home. I like to be interactive. I like to do all of this funky stuff. You might like it, you might not, but I'm here to keep you entertained for the time being. We've got a couple of hours of good Counter-Strike coming up. And I think that this is probably one of the best opening matches you could possibly ask for. Of course, you've got GamerLegion, a team who have been stomping through these online qualifiers and online stages. Not really a proven force at LAN just yet. Of course, we've got lots of people just starting to tune in and fizzle in right now. So welcome everybody, very happy to have you all here. We'll be here for the next couple of hours with all of this CSGO action, and I'm sure that we're going to have a great time. I'm here for a good time. Who's here for a good time? Tell me in the chat. Anybody here for a good time or not really? We're here just for a nice chill one. I think we should get into this game whilst everybody is starting to get warmed up and active. Of course, we're here with this one starting on Mirage. I think this is going to be a pretty decent one. We're here to bet. That's fine as well. You can get your bets in, and let's hope that we have some winners here today. Who's everybody betting on? That's what I really want to find out. So, yeah, we've got this opening best of 3 between these two teams, starting with the pistol round here on Mirage. Of course, GamerLegion on this CT side, starting with quite a heavy defense towards the B-bomb site. Seems like a pretty solid read right now. Nemiga, of course, they have options to go to the A-bomb site, but that's via underpass, and Rusty is here. He's going to have to listen out. Obviously making no footsteps. Here come the flashes, I think, and he can spot out some heads, but yeah, nobody taking any more than a little tickle of damage onto the A-bomb site before Freddy Frog's about to be challenged. Hamper's right around the corner, spots one in Palace, but he's going to have to be very careful here because the blocks at close range are going to mow him down and fry him up. J-Wo, he's the first man to find a frag, and that bomb also goes down, so that starts to put the pressure on, pile it in, and Hutchie, right around this corner, is going to find, a couple of frags. It's all down to Nork, and he's got it all to do. An ace needed, and it's not going to happen. Hutchie does take him down. It's 1-0, and Nemiga off with a well-deserved and well-needed pistol round. I think the pistol round on Mirage is quite influential, quite important. I think you need it to gain that momentum. If you get the pistol round and obviously the follow-ups after that, that's already 3 on the board. And you never really know how T or CT-sided it's going to be. It's very up in the air. But I think every early round against GamerLegion is pretty much exactly what you're looking for. It's 1-0 right now, and Nork popping a couple of shots. Not accurately so through that smoke. Has to back off. Doesn't want to get fizzled down. You know that the nades are coming shortly. They don't have any, but he doesn't know that. We're watching this game through rose-tinted goggles. We've got a lot more information than this CT side could ever have. Hamper's biggest bot? I don't think so. I think Hampus is a pretty good player. We've been watching him now for a couple of years, but always on this online sort of stage. We've not really seen him prove himself, apart from a couple of big dream hacks. We've never seen him challenge the sort of major level. I'm actually sure that he's never been to a major main stage. I don't think he's been through a major playoff bracket, at least. So, Box, the first man in towards this A-bomb site. Nemiga obviously looking for that opening pick. Very important onto A. Opens things up a hell of a lot. You've got 4 players over here, so there's a lot of opening to do. And Robo might be the man for the job. Sneaking and slithering his way towards underpass. JYO just behind, and it looks to be a B execute. The bomb is sort of edged its way over towards this side of the map. Rusty will be the man to have to single-handedly hold this one down, and he can now hear the footsteps. The rotate should be, short on pursuit, but Hampus is still quite a while away, and they're going to be able to get this bomb down just before, but there's the Deagle, only good for 1, before Lollipop is able to pop him and drop him. Hampus next in line, but with the scouts, it's quite hard to get onto this B-bomb site. Saving's probably the only option, and that's the one that they go for. No scream today. Yeah, that's funny. I saw that before the match started, that we weren't going to be graced by Scream's presence on this CT side, on this GamerLegion side. I don't quite know why that is. Obviously, post-major, we've seen a lot of teams sort of shuffle around. I don't know if anybody is thinking of picking up Scream. I haven't really heard any rumours to that extent, but Nemiga with not the cleanest of rounds, but should survive with 3 remaining, and Hampus towards that CT spawn area should be good to save as well. So 2-0 on the board. Should be a 3rd in the row here. And there are your odds. So if you're thinking that Nemiga might pick up an upset, maybe GG.bet have you covered right now. I don't know, if that's what you're into, if that's what you like. Who's the commentator? My name's Squid. How are you all? It's or Squid CS, or Eating a Squid. I go by lots of little aliases. But, I'm still at that stage where you can kind of change it up right now. Oh, look at them odds, like, float away. Cloud into the background. 2-0. And GamerLegion, only the 1 man on the B-bomb site again. It's Rusty on his lonesome. He has got the Deagle and doesn't hit the opening pickup this time. So can't match his previous effort. And this should be just a clean shutdown. I don't see any way to get back into this bomb site, even with that scout picking at long range. it would have to be catastrophic mistakes from Nemiga, and they're just not going to make it. Dennis, the Pistol Master, can't really connect. And with 3 players left, they're going to set up for exits. And Robo should be able to pick this one off as well. Plenty of health in the tank. And he gets taken down by the scout. So Nork quite nicely positioning himself there. Obviously looking to pick up this second head. It is a potential, it is a possible, but nobody is going towards this side. And it looks like Nemiga might be keeping alive 4 rifles. Exactly what you want. What should I follow? When am I doing my thing? I don't know. Squirt? Nah, it's squid. But squirt works as well. Not sure. Look at those odds change. Those odds change every now and again, don't they? Dependent on, yeah, exactly who's winning. You can see them change live. What do you mean, what should you follow, said Jed? I'm not sure. But I don't think... Hear me out. I don't think there's enough information in that comment to, for me to be like totally on the same page. I think there might be a little gap through that smoke. Of course, the GoTV is a little bit different from what they actually see in the server, but the way that Nork was sort of scoping out that smoke, I kind of think that there was probably a little gap in between. 3-0, mid-control taken. They've got to be aware of Nork's AWP, because he is this sort of defensive AWPer who is going to just swing into the angles when you're least expecting it and maybe find 1 or 2 pickups. And that's exactly what he's looking for here. He just needs to, yeah, maybe find 1, maybe do a little bit of damage. He's always, yeah, looking for a little bit extra. And that is what we're looking at right now. 50 seconds on the board. No real damage done. No damage at all, really. Hampus down to 80, but that's not going to be a dramatic effect. Dennis right around this smoke. We're used to seeing him in these close range situations, but only able to find 1 for the time being. A bit of support there from Rusty as well. Good team play to eliminate Robo, who was on the assault. Lollipop now needs to do it all, and he's not able to do so. It's a first on the board for GamerLegion, who I'm expecting to have a fairly good CT side here, despite their earlier mishaps. The pistol round, the follow-ups, not really able to get a lot done, only putting Rusty on that B-bomb site. Left it very exposed, very open. Nemiga able to punish, able to capitalise. 5 AK-47s for here, though, in the 5th. So how's everybody doing? Watch for squirt. I don't think there's going to be a lot of squirting going on during this broadcast. I've got to say that much. Nork over towards the window position again. Smoked off. He's not had a lot of luck. At this sort of level, you're going to know where to throw those smokes. And that mid-smoke is definitely a staple of every tier 1 to 3 teams game. Even in matchmaking, you probably see that smoke hit effectively most of the time. Campus. That's the sort of AWP that I want to see. Initially in towards the apps. Finding a nice little pickup onto Lollipop. And with a minute 10, hitting those follow-up frags, those refrags are really crucial. You want to be hitting them most of the time. A minute on the clock. Nemiga doesn't even really need to start making their mind up yet. They've got a little bit of time left to kind of twiddle their thumbs, decide what they want to do. The bomb's held back towards the T-Apps position. But with 2 players on the B-bomb site for GamerLegion, this is a more sturdy defense than they've been used to over the last couple of rounds. But with short completely taken, Nemiga, they're kind of ready for the execute. Nobody watching towards short from the A-bomb site either. There's the window boost as well. This is going to grant a big advantage. I think Box might even be able to catch off this rotator. I think it's, Nork towards CT spawn. If he rotates on through, they're going towards the A-bomb site, but I can't help but thinking that Box needs to kind of hurry up. Needs to either go towards CT spawn, Hampus, straight on through. Nork's able to be able, well, he's going to be able to pick up 3. And Nork, he could even get a frag after time. It's Hampus instead. The AWP's doing everything. All 5 frags between the pair of them. A 2 and 3. A nice little hat trick. 5 to 1 for Nork as well. Laggy15 says, I'm a huge GamerLegion fan, so I watch all the matches, and both Godsent and Freiburg tweeted recently a smiley face and a signing emoji. That's kind of interesting. So maybe that means that perhaps Scream is out and perhaps Freiburg in to, well, maybe he's going into Godsent. I don't really know what's going on with Scream right now. He's the sort of player who I'd like to see re-emerge at the top level, but again, he's been struggling. I thought with his short tenure on Envious that maybe that would be his way back into the top tier of the scene, but that was kind of short-lived. Only box left, short-lived like this round. It's been a very easy sweep for GamerLegion to draw level pegging 3-3. Freiburg still streaming? I'm not really sure. I think that he might be streaming now and again. I think streaming's a little funny one, to be honest, because even as a top tier player, it's sometimes difficult to get your streaming repertoire up together and just to get a good viewership. And when you're used to playing in tournaments with hundreds of thousands of views, when you're streaming on your own for a couple of hundred people at the start, I think that can be a bit discouraging. HLTV mostly, but I follow Dextero, Thorin, bunch of other esports journalists for his updates. Follow the teams on Twitter. Well, if you want the most up-to-date news, I guess Twitter's probably your best call as well, because a lot of these sites aren't going to be reporting a lot of the gossip. I know Dextero is a little bit better for that. They'll produce content that maybe isn't like breaking news or anything, but is... Oh, that's a nice flash. I like that. Lollipop able to find the drop. Freddy Frog in with the return. They've still got Dennis to sort of wince out and contend with. And with the counter flashes that should be about to come in, Dennis sweeps through with an opening headshot. And he's somebody, if you're on the Nemiga side or if you've bet on Nemiga, you don't want to see him warm up. You want to see him start this first map out cold. Robo does slither through and find just the one. That pretty much opens the A-bomb site with the exception of Freddy Frog. They've got to be able to deal with Freddy here. And Box knows exactly where he's playing from. There's the headshot. Rusty left. He's here for the cross. And yeah, that's a good one. He needs to eliminate JYO as well, preferably before he grabs this bomb and plants it down. Smoke placed. Rusty should be good to go straight through. But, oh, JYO, he has the angle. He was expecting it. He's able to put a fourth on the board. What do I think about the new Na'Vi roster? I'll be perfectly honest, I'm not massively excited. I think that new Na'Vi roster is, well, a team that I think that they're going to have certain issues. So even with a lot of roster changes, picking up Guardian again, I think that it's sometimes a bit difficult, a bit funky. It's a tough one, really, because you don't really want to hit them too hard, because Na'Vi, that concoction of players, they're a team that can step up at any time. Of course, you've got Simple right at the top. I'm surprised that Simple hasn't been picked up by another team yet. Of course, Na'Vi like to hold on to their players. They've got big buyouts. They're tough players to get hold of. Oh, misses. Hampers doesn't. There's the first. JYO takes the corner, gets taken away. Only one CT dropping so far. As GamerLegion, they do have an ironclad defense on this B-bomb site with the flank coming through as well. The short players should be taken down. That's Lollipop. He's got the AK-47 in hand. And, well, there is an opening headshot. Oh, and a second as well. Dennis drops. Freddy Frog, he was on the angle. Looked like Lollipop could have that. A little bit slow on the mark. It's 4-4. Felt like a doable 1v3 there. Obviously found that second shot exceptionally fast. Keeping him pincered to the corner. I was surprised that he wasn't ready for that door position. Seemed like a slow shot and an opportunity missed. That could have been Nemiga 2 ahead. But instead we're level pegging Nemiga back to the ecos. And Norks had no success towards mid. I think if he's trying to go for opening picks, he should probably start to abandon that window position. Perhaps go towards connector. They haven't been smoking that off so much. Perhaps in a more aggressive play onto short as well. That nade's not going to connect. Box was the closest player. Doesn't take any damage. I'd like to see a boost into window here, but with Hampus in this position, he's primed to punish, and Norks actually got it pincered down. Don't mark my words, because this is probably not the correct way to approach this. Robo's probably going to take this corner slow as well, because he's going to want to make as little noise as possible. Perhaps he won't take the corner at all and just sit and window. Now that Nemiga have taken this A bomb site, they've got one player to find. That's Dennis, MP9 in hand. Should be able to swarm down on armored opponents, but he's only good for one as well. And in a 2v2, Robo's position comes up trumps, and it's only Hampus remaining. He's got a little crossfire to, well, take down, to under-establish, and with the bomb dropped, he's found a secondary angle, and they're going to just swarm right in. 12 HP left, can't take another bullet of damage, and JYO secures the eco. 4-5, Nemiga, they're just not letting go anytime soon. Yeah, you know what? They're impressing me. I didn't know if we were going to come into this match and GamerLegion were going to sweep it away. I know that a lot of their other matches can sometimes be close against lower opposition as well. You look at the odds, you sometimes feel a little bit dismayed by that. You come into a caster match and you think, well, those are the two teams. We know that these CIS teams often like to cause a bit of a stir. Good representation at the Star Ladder Major from some of the CIS teams as well. Avangard being one of the most notable team to talk about. Missed shot with a deagle. Hampus right around the corner. Only hits a tag. That's only 54 damage. 1 minute 20 on the board. It's down to Rusty's deagle now, and he's feigned for it, but this time can't connect. It's only Dennis on the B bomb site. Rotate miles away. And there's the secondary shot. A tag onto Lollipop, but unable to find the frag. It's Box and Lollipop on this B bomb site. Looking to lick up a 6th round. Freddy's around this corner. Pimps it in with the deagle. Wanting to sweep up the first player quickly. That's an opportunity. Box playing that angle quite aggressively, trying to get towards bench, but it's 6-4 at the end of the day. And everybody on Nemiga kind of showing up. Robo, a couple less frags. One of those kills, of course, on that ever so important flank. That little wrap round into window there in the 9th round. Pretty much secured them, that eco. And then the follow-up wouldn't have been possible without that. So, GamerLegion, only USPSs. Well, I've got to say, you are typing !Caster in the chat, and it's giving you false information. It's giving you fake news. I'm not Eternal J. He's great. I'm Squid. Pleased to meet you. Bit of a whitewash here in the 11th. The Molotov's going to sweep Dennis out. It's a flawless Santico. A 7th on the board. So 4-7, 7-4, whichever way you like it. That's a bit of a funky one. I don't know what the UMP was doing there. I'm pretty sure that he was trying to buy a flash. SMG or the UMP and the flashbang, both in that same position. So wanting that second flash and instead pressing the SMGs, maybe using numbers as binds. Now straight into the B bomb site. A couple of kills found. Looks like a sweep away. GamerLegion, a nice decisive defense as Hampus wraps around this corner, catches Hutchie with the Molotov out, and it's only Robo remaining. He's even got the flank to worry about. So in the next 4 or 5 seconds, he's going to have to be a little bit cautious about Freddy on that flank. He's kind of just hidden around this corner, going to activate when he realizes that he's going towards the B bomb site, or just sit there if he's possibly going for the backtrack towards T spawn. Whatever happens, they're not going to let him save this AWP. So he's going to have to fight his way out of this one. Otherwise, well, it's almost certainly going to be a 5th round for GamerLegion, but it might also be an AWP dropped as well. I can't see him getting away unscathed here. He's also on low HP. The only real way out is to take this fight. But he's got such a disadvantageous angle. He's not even checking it. Freddy spots the gun barrel, hits the headshots. 5-7. GamerLegion, after a little bit of dormant play, back on the board. Match paused. That's what we like to see. Want to see the pauses. Don't know when they're exactly coming in. The way, if you want to get your bets in, you can go to Hellcase. You know, I used to play Hellcase back years ago. Hellcase are one of these betting sites who've like kind of stood the test of time. I'm a bit of a sucker for gambling. Can't gamble on esports nowadays, but I think that's a bit of a conflict of interest. Don't want to get into any of that, but you know, a roulette table, something like that. Always a little bit of fun. Start of this 13th round. Looking like Nemiga want to go faster into the A-bomb site here. Trying to catch GamerLegion with their pants down, but the defense was already established. That Molotov's not going to do too much. Nobody's really actually pincered on that A-bomb site right now. Looks to be a pretty far-out plant towards short. And even with the flank, Robo, he's going for the long wraparound. This is going to be a very difficult re-engagement for GamerLegion, and that entry frag will certainly help. Nork with the AWP, prodding his way in. However, they've still got that man on short, and he really is the pincer here. He spotted out 2 of them, but gets spotted out. Freddy checks his behind, and that's crucial. Now only 2 players, and this defense is looking way more fragile. It's GamerLegion with the sick. The great retake. And that A-bomb site just faltering. Nemiga, they had the perfect plan. They had players everywhere. They weren't really even playing too aggressive either. They were playing, you know, mid-aggressive, not too passive, not too aggressive. I would say that they played that fine. At the end of the day, Nork, he found the opening pick, got into the A-bomb site. Nemiga just couldn't contest. They missed their shots. Now it's down to this one, round number 14. A close opening half here in this first best of 3 of the group. Hampus just hidden away. Dennis redraws his knife, and a bit of a funky mistake there, knowing that Nemiga have been playing quite quickly towards the A-bomb site. However, that bomb is not planted just yet, and it doesn't seem to be, well, close to either. There it goes. Now going down. That nade's not going to connect. Freddy Frog in the back line. Good headshot. Lollipop caught with his knife out once again. They've got the 2 MAC-10s to try and hold this one away. Surprised that JYO hasn't traded to this nearby AK-47. There it goes. Picked up plenty of bullets. Now he needs to stop this defuse from coming in. It's not even coming. They're just trying to bait out shots. They've now got the final player towards Palace in box. He's not going to get there in time. GamerLegion, easy defuse, 7th round. Seven, 7. All the 7. Lucky 7s. Nork once again with that AWP. Everybody else with automatic rifles. Double M4, double AK-47. Nemiga. Ooh, taking a lot of nade damage early on. They've got the Galil, the Triple AK. There's the SG-553 as well. Or the Krieg. So a good assortment of rifles towards this 15th round. Minute 20 on the clock. Nemiga have actually been pretty good at taking map control, especially early map control towards mid or, well, especially towards the A-bomb site. They've been great with that. He heard the smoke connect. That's incredibly unlucky. Doesn't know that there's a second player there. Dennis, he could get caught out for the second round in a row. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen. Box in the back. And Freddy's right behind. Oh, he gets caught out. Doesn't take the shot. And that's where trigger discipline does not play to your favor. 50 seconds on the clock. And yeah, I can hear chat going. He's not too happy about that one. Hampus in the back line might be able to save this round yet. Another retake. As GamerLegion, they are a man up. But Lollipop, he's got this angle, but not the frag. It's Nork instead. Orp connects. And that flashbang isn't really going to do too much to Box. He's hidden around this corner. That flashbang also, yeah, it doesn't really favour him. Hampus takes the corner. Great little bit of discipline there for GamerLegion. And it's 8-7 at the end of the half. So, an interesting first one. I think that's probably what you're looking to establish. You're wanting a nice, robust defense to start things off. 8 rounds, fine. That's good enough. And with Nemiga taking that pistol round as well, and then only taking 4 of the next 12 rounds, only a third. It's not really a good enough average. You want to be taking a couple more than that. Good smokes. GamerLegion, they only lose 1 towards this A-bomb site. Lollipop there for the second. They're a man up, and that's exactly what you want in the retake scenario. Dennis into underpass. There's a pair of headshots. Oh, and the third! Dennis racks them all up, and Hutchie might want the challenge as well. It might be good for 4. Down in underpass, and Dennis, he hears him. There's the headshot. Pinpoint precision. A 9th round for GamerLegion, and that's Dennis. That's his job done. He can put his feet up now. He's happy. The pistol rounds, yeah, done and dusted. He can get that at the AK-47 early. And 12 kills, 4 right there. A third of his frags found in that second pistol round. But that's exactly what he's known for. He's infamous for those pistols. Glocks, USPSs, you name it, he uses it. 9-7, trailed by 2, Nemiga. I agree, he's a pistol god. And Nemiga, they're going to have to be proficient with the pistols. In the second round, nobody holding the B-bomb site. Hutchie wanted to favour towards that side of the map initially, but then backs off. It's probably going to be a save or place for exits. There's not really much to save. There's no point of saving USPSs. The only thing is you deny the kill bonus. However, if you find even 1 MAC-10, if you find especially one of the rifles, then it's worth it. Even if you have all upgraded pistols, P250s and 5.7s and Deagles with maybe no Kevlar, I would say that those are worth throwing away as well. And they are going for the exits, but it's towards apps. They're not going to find anybody. Nobody escaping this side of the map. Lollipop, he's got this position established, and that's a pair of frags. Both MAC-10s, neither picked up. Nemiga, they're good for rifles here in the 18th. This Dennis from NIP? Yeah, this is the Dennis from NIP. This is the big bad wolf. It's Dennis. That's why Dennis gets a contract and Freddy Frog doesn't. You know, Dennis is one of those players that you probably want to be racking up anyway. There were rumours that he might be going to well, a number of teams over the last couple of years. But, yeah, working things out with Fnatic, with NIP. And I'm kind of on the fence. I think it's harder for Dennis as well, because he wasn't one of those original Fnatic members. Of course, stepping in for Pronax at late 2015. And there's the initial kill. With MAC-10s, this isn't quite a throwaway round, but that Molotov certainly was. That doesn't do them a lot of good whatsoever. Yeah, mollies themselves, but Nemiga, they need to find a couple of pickups here. And Robo and Lollipop pretty much get the 18th round established. This must be an 8th on the board here. Dennis, no way that he can hit these headshots. Might have seen it in the pistol round, but Robo's able to fry him away, and it's down to the difference of 2. Dennis Wolf. I did say Dennis was the big bad wolf, but that was only because I didn't have anything to say. And I'd started a sentence, so I might as well have finished it. You never want to start a sentence and not finish it, of course. That's like #1 rule of being a professional. Robo, towards the top of mid here. Spots out a hip. Dennis is going to need that replaced. Box takes out Rusty in the meantime. And it's a nice flurry of mid-control here. Wrapping towards this A-bomb site. Quickly up connector. And Robo with the pre-fire is able to mow down 2. And with JYO right behind, as this smoke dissipates, he's going to be able to spot Dennis right above it. He does. Freddy goes down next, and Nemiga looking really solid on this first map. After that little waffle about on the pistol, Dennis, of course, going absolutely ham towards underpass. There's that double that we just saw. Of course, didn't get the quad kill from Dennis. That's okay. You can't have everything. I didn't realise that we had replays. It's interesting stuff. Just the blocks here on the 20th. And Robo knows it. He's going hunting, and he might be in for a bit of a surprise here. He's got 3 players charging him down, but all head glitching means that these pistols will be able to take him down. Pick up an MP9. And towards underpass, here's the second man trying to jump out of the way of JYO's fire. And there's the mowdown. No follow-up frags for GamerLegion. No damage dealt, apart from that one MP9 that dropped earlier in the round. And we're even Stevens once again for the 4th time this game. It's 10-10. So both teams looking for 6 more. I'm feeling that it's not going to be that easy, or as easy on Mirage. I love that Molotov. It forces the smoke backwards, allows Robo to go for a more aggressive peek here. He's hoping for a member of GamerLegion to just swing out towards mid, unbeknownst to them. He's actually done that, but yeah, Rusty's able to follow through and find him straight into window as well. I don't know if that's been spotted on the death cam. I don't think they're expecting him, and yeah, certainly not. There's the smoke. He's got so much map control now. He doesn't actually have to move. He's going to be a little bit squirmy here, wanting to kind of pressure towards one of these bomb sites, but sat at the back of window here might be his best bet. It means that Nemiga, they're going to be very pressured. They don't know exactly where he's playing from, and there's the 3rd. Good for the headshot. And towards this A-bomb site, nobody holding on, and Lollipop from behind. I think he's just going to check these corners over towards mid. Of course, with no coverage. He's going to swing back towards this back jungle position. JYO is next in line. Lollipop falls. It's GamerLegion back on the board. A good T round. And all supported by Rusty. So close to finding that ace there. Stolen away from Dennis at the last possible second. But that's fine. You're allowed to do that. They're friends. Rusty. I thought you said Rusty Internet for a second, but no. God, Rusty Interest. JYO towards this lower mid. How's he not been taken down yet? Rusty living up to his name, missing a lot of shots, allowing Dennis to drop. But a 4 versus 4. And you'd expect Nemiga to kind of turtle down onto one of these bomb sites now. Possibly get a stacked rotator over. They're kind of putting all their eggs in this B basket. However, it looks to be an A approach. Possibly through connector here with 3 players of GamerLegion taking the top of mid. Slowly sneaking the way down. No noise made. And Nemiga, they do have 3 for the A-bomb site. Hunkering it in. Actually playing towards this CT spawn area. Hampus. Oh, that Molotov's going to work wonders. They're forced out into the open and Rusty takes complete control. There's the second man as well. Rusty's on fire. And that should be the bomb going down. Hutchie misses the angle. Didn't know if he had spotted out a foot. But doesn't capitalise. There's one. But he's got a lot more work to do. And it's not going to happen. It will be 12 rounds for GamerLegion here. And Hutchie, the big question is, will he make it out alive? I'd suspect probably not. As he gets spammed through the boxes. Hampers with another. GamerLegion do seem to be waking up and coming alive. As it is 12 to 10. Here, Nemiga, what's their money like? It's not very good. They're not going to have a big buy here on the 23rd. There's a Deagle, another Deagle, a P250, double USPS. Well, there's another P250. Got to give me that caster's curse right there. Thanks very much, Robo. So setting up for the nades on the A-bomb site. Beautiful little cinematic angle. You can see them rain in. This is the wall of smokes play. Really blocks anybody off towards stairs. There's a little hole in it. So if they go for the open plant, Box should be able to find him. And yeah, that's right between that gap. Does get taken down to 39. Bomb out in the open, but I don't think the Deagles are going to be able to hold on for too much longer. Nemiga fall into pieces. And there are the Kriegs to rip them up. And JYO in the back line. Freddy should be kind of waiting for it, but he does get taken away. Dancing amongst those pillars. It's quite difficult to kind of calculate those angles. And he does finally fall. It's going to be a 13th round here for GamerLegion, getting precariously close to the finish line here on Mirage before we go on to our second map of the day. So we've got 2,500 viewers here. If you've got anything to say, make sure you do it in the Twitch chat. I don't know how JYO found so many frags there. That was kind of sensational. I missed it. You didn't. 4 kills, but still a 13th round for GamerLegion. I'm looking at the Twitch chat. So here comes that replay once again. For those who might have missed it, that's the first, and he's barely got any health left when there are 3 players remaining. He's only got 42 HP, just one tagged by Dennis, and a final headshot nailed means a Krieg gets saved into this 24th round. And GamerLegion, yeah, they can reinvest, but you don't want to be losing that many players. It's not good for your confidence, and it's also not good for your bank balance. Towards the B bomb site. An execute that we've kind of seen quite a few times this game already. I'd say probably the 3rd most popular execute here on Mirage. And Hutchie gets caught with an aid out. That could have been a perfect angle. However, still finds the headshot. Freddy unable to capitalise. Box towards the top of mid. does get boxed in, and Rust is able to take him out. That equalises the numbers, and Robo up close and personal with the AWP has to be able to fight them away. They're receding back up towards mid. Dennis still has map control towards the B bomb site. GamerLegion, they can set their pincers, their talons into either, and it seems to be a B approach. Hampus, he's going to be right on here. However, with 3 defenders, Nemiga, they need to hold on. JYO tucked away inside the corner, spots out second man. Dennis is just so precise today. And with 50 seconds left, they can decide to funnel in for Hutchie. And it's only Lollipop remaining in this 1v2. Hidden towards short, gets spotted out, hip seen. And there's the nade to force him funneling back. They've got another HE as well that tumbles right over his head. Ooh, could have been the double spray down. It isn't. It's 14-10. Two rounds needed for GamerLegion. For Nemiga, it's 6. Molotov towards the top of mid. Rusty just taking mid control here along with Dennis. Bit of a funky angle with that AWP. When I'm AWPing, I don't like it. It puts you in a pretty even scenario with, well, against a player with a Krieg with an AK-47. It's a tiny bit easier to hit that shot, but you can never count on it. And a lot of the time, you're going to have your AWP dropped right in the middle of the A-bomb site. It's irretrievable. He can go for a little more of a risk. He should be, considering he's got the AWP, but box from behind. There's the first. Oh, and the second frag as well. No trigger discipline, but it still pays off. Dennis only one in retort, and now Rusty's got to go huge. He spots out the first man. That's Palace pincered, and he's got to find these follow-up pair of angles. There's a player, over by Tetris, and he's also spotted it out. There's the spray away, but it's only Dennis remaining. He gets his head blown clean off, and Nemiga back on the scoreboard. So GamerLegion, not playing careful with their economy. This could lose you games. Remember that the reason that they're doing this is because Nemiga's bank balance is so low that if they win this round, it should be closed out. Should be a 16-11, but there's no guarantee of that when you're playing with Deagles. And Nemiga have a full buy. They've got the M4s. They've got that single AK-47 AWP, utility, all the trimmings. They've got everything they could possibly want. And it's a complete mode out and a waste of money for GamerLegion. They can't invest here into this 27th either. Means that the scoreline's going to be very close. It's going to be at least 14-13, or it should be, before GamerLegion get weapons back in their hands. And there's really no reason to go for any real investment here in the 27th. So I will say, I have got that Twitch chat back open. So if you want to get involved, get asking your questions, I'm right here. I'll be here for this best of 3. And so will both these teams. It's, box around this corner. Get spotted out. Now you can change it up. It should just be a waterfall down to this bomb site. And no success found with pistols once again. GamerLegion. They've only found 1 frag amongst these 2 rounds. Not good enough. Here comes the terrorist timeout. GamerLegion, they've got 30 seconds to just discuss what they want to do here in the 28th. As this one gets close, this is kind of the make or break point. They're not going to have rifles if they lose this one. They'll probably go for the force anyway, but that would be Nemiga up to securing a guaranteed overtime and then possibly even winning the game 16-14. These last 3 rounds, you've got to be very careful about your money. So, GamerLegion, a fairly decent buy. They're a little light on smokes. They've only got 2 of them. Actually, a bit of preferential treatment towards the HEs and the flashbang from Nork, rather than going for a wall of smokes. And that means that Nemiga picked right through it. Robo, that entry kill is so important. That's over towards short. Now with a minute 30 on the clock. Window jump actually missed. It actually looked like Nork hit that and then fell back down. It wasn't Nork, it was Rusty, but looked like he did nail the ledge and then fall right down. But Box, again, another flank. This is the second round that he's done it now. Both headshots. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Should be Nemiga securing 14. And again, an even scoreline as he spots one from behind. Here's Freddy just closing in. That smoke's crucial. Slows him right down and means that Box does have an opportunity to pick him right up above. He's on 100 HP as well, so can take a lot of time with this engagement. Oh, but Freddy, he's able to find another one. Hutchie right above. Hampers drops, and it's all down to Freddy Frog. He's got 3 to find. And that nade wasn't one of the 3. Doesn't hit the spray down. No headshot granted. Thank you, Gaben. It's 14-14. No, this is not a rerun. My name is Squid. So, thanks very much for those in chat saying like, oh, I was eating a squid or something. Yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough. I'll give you that. My name is Squid, but it is shorter than while eating a squid. But nobody cares. It's 14-14. A potentially exciting finish to this game. GamerLegion, they've got the MAC-10s, and they're going to, well, charge towards this B-bomb site. Hutchie has a lot of work to do here. He's got an AK-47 up close and personal. I don't know whether he's going to pop a couple of shots through this smoke or hear any of these, well, tags coming through initially. He's going to be, well, right up against it as the nades flurry onto the B-bomb site. There's the spray down. Good for 2. JYO beyond this smoke as well. Means that GamerLegion surely won't be able to get this bomb down anytime soon. He's got a great angle here as well, just dodging and weaving. There's a C4 dropped. Freddy's out of bullets. And Orc's out of HP. Nemiga first to find 15. GamerLegion, they only have one more opportunity. They found 14 first quite a while ago, but they went for a very risky force buy when they were far ahead, and they've kind of found themselves in this position. A toughie here on round number 30, but they've got the AK-47s, double Krieg, and a potential overtime. Box is playing just on the outside here. GamerLegion, a pair of frags. Nemiga trying to go for this trade, but just not finding it. Lollipop could get caught in the crossfire with Rusty from below and Freddy from above. And yeah, Freddy's going to be the first man to find him. And with JYO, he's the only man left. Looks like it's going to be an overtime situation here. No way that he's getting out of this one alive. And GamerLegion, yeah, it's 15-15. We're going to further rounds here for map 1. So first round of overtime here on Mirage. My first map with Star Ladder, and we get an overtime. That's pretty decent. We've got Nork towards the top of mid. He's been playing a more passive AWP style. To be honest, GamerLegion haven't really had the money for an AWP on their T side. So now they've got $16,000 stuffed in their pockets. That pretty much changes the pace of this game, and Hampus misses that shot. That's so crucial. He really needed a headshot there, and it means that Nemiga, they're a man up. Bogdan's Law says that Hutchie now needs the AWP. Nemiga go for 3 of them, in fact. And that's how much this game has changed with money in everybody's pockets. People like my Bogdan reference. I see chat going good for that one. It's the Bogdan's Law. Love that. Anyway, 15-15, and GamerLegion a man down. Looks to be towards the B bomb site here. Nork pincering mid, looking for that very aggressive rotation, but nobody's going to find it. And Hutchie, it's all whether he can find any initial shots with the AWP, and he doesn't. Rusty instantly takes him away with a single body shot, and that's all down to JYO. Everything so aggressive there for Nemiga. And it means that GamerLegion, they get the bomb down, a man up on the B bomb site, and this is such a difficult situation. These B retakes are just disastrous scenarios, especially when you're a man down. They will go for it with $16,000. There's no reason not to. So, not going for this retake here. I'm going to criticise that a little bit. I think that's a mistake. You've got $16,000. You've also got a bit of extra loss bonus, and you're never going to spend all of that amongst these 3 rounds. So, there's no reason to save in the first. You're going to get extra cash here. The least amount of money that you're ever really going to get, that you're going to end up on at the end of double investments is like $4,000 or $5,000, and that's already enough. And then you add the loss bonus as well. That's another $2,000. You don't need to save. There's no point in saving. And also, Robo should have a kit right now, and JYO should as well. There's no reason to not invest in these rounds. You should always be full utility, full weaponry, all 3. But not full aggression. That's a bit of a mistake. Robo misses the secondary shot, but Hampus certainly doesn't. Good punish. That's mid taken care of. And GamerLegion can execute towards either of these bomb sites. And once again, no reason to chicken out. There's another frag. It's found by Hampus once again. He's good for 3. Now Lollipop, he has to be the pivot on the A-bomb site, hidden away towards ramp. He can charge out at any time. He's being watched by the AWP. They're a little bit cautious that this ramp could be compromised, and it certainly is. Gives away his position. Now he needs to make his way inside. Again, no need to save. It might be better for your HLTV stats, but on the gun barrel spotted. Dennis is just too quick though. Your opponent can even know he's there and he'll hit the headshot. And Lollipop doesn't have enough HP to be able to take this one out. Again, no point in saving. Might as well do it and try and find the dream scenario. Especially in overtime. But it's 17-15 and GamerLegion need 1 for a flawless T-half. Yeah, and by the way, that's the error with going for a triple AWP setup, is it just lacks a lot of mobility. You're not going to be able to go for quick rotations. This is a bit of a play that I really like. Box is going to spot nothing towards the B bomb site, and now he should be calling for the instant rotation. I don't know why this rotate hasn't come in yet, because now it leaves just Lollipop and Robo on this A bomb site, just Robo left. And through that smoke, he's unable to do anything. This should be another one for GamerLegion. They should be able to get this bomb down fairly shortly. However, they're going quite slow onto this A bomb site. They're clearing out everything. That is, on paper, the correct approach, but with what we can see, well, they're finding the frags anyway, and it should be an 18th. As JYO, he slipped right behind these boxes. There's the bomb dropped, and Box does need another one. That Molotov's going to force Rusty into the open, low HP, forced away, and Box, he might want a couple more. It's only 6 bullets left, and he finds another pickup. Rusty fully tagged away, and it's all with a pistol out. Only JYO left, and Nemiga might be able to steal this one away. How's this happened? AWP out, Rusty. He's got the angle and the deagle. He finds the shot. It's 18 rounds. GamerLegion saved their perfect half. And they've got 3 opportunities once again to close. Three chances, and they're not going to go for the double up setup, of course. Nemiga, yeah, they've got 4 lots of AK-47s and that 1 AWP. They can afford whatever they want, but there's no smoke for Ortnok this time, and it's possibly in the most crucial round of the game. They've been smoking window all matchup and waiting for it, most crucially. And then Vox, he peeks just before the smoke blooms. Means that Nork, despite my earlier criticism, gets that opening pick. So important. Little tag there. And there was the potential follow-up. This nade should be able to finish him off. JYO just a little too far away. Nork finally taken down. And Nemiga, they're trying to stay in this opening map. Of course, Mirage being our first. 2 players tucked away beside Pit. And Hutchie finding another one means that that bomb is going to wrap away. That could have been the little crucial play that they wanted to go for. Freddy has snuck his way into T-spawn, and he might be able to get right behind this defense here. Rusty does catch one out. It's not the bomb carrier, though. So he does either want a second shot, and oh, that could have been crucial. Freddy last alive. He's right behind the pack, so they should know that he's... They should think that he's probably not coming from this angle. They've just had underpass clear. They feel like it's probably going to be coming from kitchen, but the Molotov from behind. They've obviously got a little inkling that this is coming. And Freddy, to close the map out, dives back through window, and that's the sort of balls to the wall play that I want to see in overtime. That's exactly what I want to be seeing. However, not able to make it work. Commendable effort, though. By the way, this is the first map of a 3-map series. We've got Overpass next, and then Inferno to finish if we need it. That's our decider. However, for the time being, we're still on Mirage, and Nemiga need to take 2 in a row to stay in this map and force it to another overtime. GamerLegion back with the double AWPs. And mind you, Nork does have only $2,600. He will be able to get a drop from Rusty or somebody else if he needs it. However, unless you're going for 5 auto snipers every round or 5 AWPs every round or 4, you're always going to have enough cash. There's Hutchie with 1. Doesn't spot Freddy from behind. Finally overexposes himself as Box finds another headshot. That closes down jungle. And without the A-bomb site, they cannot plant. Nork's got this AWP just scoping on through. And Nemiga do slither back towards B. But the bomb, there's a long wraparound, a long rotation. And JYO feels a million miles away, and Rusty could catch him on the cross. It's Box instead. It's a very crucial follow-up shot, and Nork is going to spring right through the smoke, and he's going to be a lot quicker to this site than I think either of them are anticipating. With JYO towards shot, he misses the shot, an easy one. 18-17 here, as Nemiga are 1 away from a double overtime. So 1 round of OT left before we go to another one. This isn't actually the first timeout. This is actually the second timeout. The first one was used by GamerLegion. I'm here to just pick up any mistake from Twitch chat and just point it out. Just be like, they're wrong. Call them out in front of 3,500 people. That is my job. I'm supposed to be embarrassing Twitch chat. They say it on my job description. It's like the third point. The first one's cast a match. The second one is try to be funny. The third one is to call out Twitch chat. So if I do any of those things, I'm sorry. That's what I get paid to do. 1 round left. Nemiga going for this timeout. What are they going to be talking about? They're probably going to be wanting to keep things very similar to before. In their T-side previously, they were playing a lot of fast-running gun strats. Towards mid, they were taking lots of aggressive map control. I don't think that's going to it's not going to work as well here against a more wholesome buy. And GamerLegion, they have the most wholesome of buys. We've got the double AWP scenario once again. And towards mid, Dennis doesn't have his gun out quite in time. And that is, well, a first frag found by Nemiga. So, Hampus tucked away inside connector here. It's an angle that often isn't checked, especially if Freddy Frog diverts their attention. If he just pops a quick shot out, spots the shadow, not the second man though. And Freddy, he's on this angle, but he's got to be very worried about both sides. Thinking that that AK was maybe blasted across doesn't really make sense since they'll all have weaponry anyway. And there's a little slow flick, a little micro flick, so to say. As GamerLegion could close this map out right now, and I think this underpass duel is going to determine everything. The bomb, very shortly to be spotted. Let's see if Rusty can take him out. No, he doesn't, but he's right behind this defense. And there's the tag. Freddy able to find it. 30 seconds left. They have to retrieve this bomb, but it gives Rusty precious seconds to go towards the B bomb site. And he can even abuse this smoke. He's right beneath it. And from behind, there's the spray down. Second man spotted, but it's Lollipop to secure overtime number 2. So, Nemiga. A good hat trick of rounds right there to force another OT. Right back into the mix, right back into the action. 4 lots of AK-47s, of course. The Krieg on JYO. And Nork springs backwards after missing that aggressive shot. Learning to smoke them out. You've got to utilise that smoke towards window at every ample opportunity. Freddy over towards Pets. 1:20 on the board. Nemiga bags of time. And they might even decide to flash through the smoke. It's Rusty up close and personal. Traded out efficiently and effectively. Dennis then taken down. That opens up the A bomb site. Freddy is next in line. He's got this AWP at close quarters combat. And he's able to swipe through and find another one. This could be GamerLegion's first CT round of overtime, and especially with Hampus in the back. That flank very nicely timed. Robo 1v3. And with a pair of AWPs, they have to miss a lot of shots here. And he doesn't get spotted there. The timing is actually just horrendous. Horrific timing. But Freddy, nice flick upwards. That might have even been a no-scope. It's 19 rounds for GamerLegion. Yeah, Get Right. I don't think Get Right's going to be retiring. I think he's going to be looking for options now. I think he's going to be weighing everything up. That's also why a team, when you've got a player with very long tenure, is going to be benching him before or letting people know that his contract's coming to an end. So, no, he's on the market. If we're looking to build a team, maybe a North American team, maybe another sort of European team. I don't know if it's going to be within the Swedish scene, because I can't exactly expect Fnatic to pick him up. Like, don't mark my words on it. Gerard's played with that organisation before. However, you don't exactly know exactly where he's going to be going. But I would not be expecting like a retirement in the next 2 months, for instance. I think he's probably going to have one last hurrah. Right in the back, Rusty levels it down. They're 2 ahead. GamerLegion CT side. Why couldn't they have done this earlier? It's just stepped up. I feel like they've maybe got a couple of issues closing these matches out. And Robo, well, he's going to have to close his round out, but it's not meant to be. 3 frags from Rusty. A 20th round for GamerLegion. They're 2 ahead. 1 more would be a flawless CT side. Does Caster read chat? I don't know the details. Yeah, I do actually read the chat occasionally. I'm sometimes looking at the game, sometimes looking at the chat. So if you do have any questions, my name's Squid. You can ask your questions and I'll be here to answer. We seem to have a very friendly chat today. I must say that. I'm a big fan of this chat right now. Oh, playing with that Molotov. He actually placed that same Molotov that Lollipop utilised in that first half. But that's actually the first time this match that Nork has used that. So I don't know if it's just sprung back into his mind, but it's finally merited him an opening frag. Nemiga were not ready for that one. And that's a great nade onto JYO into the Biaps. It means that they... Well, he barely has any HP. He's lost 2 teammates. GamerLegion very nicely poised in this second half of overtime. Or this first half of the second bout of overtime, I should say. And with a minute left, Nemiga have a massive wall to climb. Can't see it happening. Campus, great angle. Bomb dropped. Robo 1v5 with the AWP. Let's see that HLTV play. Let's see it. Come on. Right, 1. Let's get on Reddit, Robo. Robo Reddit. Let's see it. Bomb dropped in the middle of nowhere. He's got the AWP, though. 30 seconds left. I'm casting this like there's a chance. But that flash... Yeah, pretty much counts him out. GamerLegion, another flawless half. We've seen nothing but flawless half so far. Oh, it's on the T side, funnily enough, this time on the CT side. What's my opinion on Astralis? Well, Astralis, an incredibly consistent team. They've had, well, just years and years either on the top or near the top. I don't see them going anywhere anytime soon. Of course, they just won the major as well, so it's not even like they're on a decline. Let's see. I've not really been tuning into New York. How are they doing in New York? Are they out? Are they through? Jay, I'm not Jay. I'm sorry, man. But my real name is Jamie. So I'm like Budget Jay. They are. I'll take that. In fact, let's not say that. Let's not let that one catch on. Rusty, nice headshot. I'm pretty sure Jay's sleeping right now, I'll be honest. This could be it. GamerLegion. Couple of frags. Oh, Lollipop and Hutchie both find wrap-ups, and that is pretty much the game over. GamerLegion. That's their first map. We're going on to Overpass next. They've got 2 opportunities to close this one out versus Nemiga now. After a very convincing overtime. It took them a long time to close it out. However, we're going to a very short break, and don't go anywhere because we'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes for this second map of the day. It's Overpass. Don't go anywhere.